All right, so moving swiftly on, everybody. After a wonderful conversation with Karan, I'm going to pass over to our very own Kat Marriott from HitLab, who's now going to interview Ryan Delaramie from Teleview, a wonderful tech solution that the HitLab is currently working with. So over to you, Kat.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kat Marriott. I'm Senior Research Manager at HitLab. And today I'm talking with Ryan from Teleview. Hello, Ryan. How's it going? Ryan, I think you might be on mute still.
I'm doing well, thank you. And thanks for inviting me to this conference.
Yeah, so Ryan, we're here today to talk about the user experience and why making sure that the user experience is part of the development process and how it's critical to the adoption of digital healthcare technology. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Teleview first? Sure,
thanks so much. So I'm Ryan Delaramie. I'm the founder and CEO of Teleview, and I come from a healthcare medtech background. So bring a lot of experience from my previous experience, from previous work with this technology. And one of the biggest things we want to solve for using our technology is the three biggest challenges in healthcare, which is time, resources, and outcome. So I think that's our focus from our technology perspective. And we are building an ecosystem of connected care, really using augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things. So those are kind of the focuses that we've had to bring forward a technology that is meaningful for the users.
So, and needless to say, I would say that the user experience was one of the critical points around which that you developed all of the Teleview systems.
Absolutely. If you think of the healthcare setting, the number one goal for the clinicians are to take care of their patients. So when you're introducing new technology into a healthcare setting, you got to be mindful of that. You don't want to introduce a technology that is hard to use, distracting for the clinician, and really doesn't give them a good experience. Because at the end of the day, if they're utilizing your technology to care for that patient, if it's not easy to use, they're not going to use it. Because remember, the focus is patient care, not using the technology, and that's a key element here. So your technology has to be kind of a run it and forget it. So they have to be able to use your technology without having to mind it, and just focus on what they have to do, and that's dealing with the patient. And ease of use is critical here, and the user experience is critical. But more importantly, it has to be really easy to integrate into the current workflow that they have.
And so one of the Teleview product or service that we have specifically been working with you on is the Teleview glasses. Can you tell our group a little bit about the Teleview glasses?
Absolutely. So smart glasses are the form factor of delivery of our software. And the reason we chose that form factor, again, goes back to the user experience. Think of the limitations that the current telemedicine platform and virtual care platforms have. If it's a handheld device, or if it's a telemedicine station, you're going to be bound by the immobility of that system. And so for us, it was very important to make it part of the user. So in our case, smart glasses is kind of like your own prescription glasses. Once you wear it on your face, within a few minutes, you forget about it. And that's kind of the technology that we wanted to have, something that is part of the user experience without having to think about that. So you put it on and you forget it, and let the technology do the work for you.
And along with that, as a product or a service matures and evolves, it's always important important to kind of go back and to either check or test or look at that user experience and identify where we can make positive changes or improvements. And one of the ways that we do that is through a heuristic analysis. And HitLab recently conducted a heuristic analysis for one of your products. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we, in partnership with your research team, we analyzed our technology basically to see, because we have some assumptions around the utility of our technology, how easy it is to use, how the user experience is going to be. But that gave us the ability to validate that, like you guys doing that study for us in a scientific sort of manner with a scientific approach, gave us the confidence to know, okay, where are we strong with this kind of user experience and user interface, and where are some of the areas that we can improve upon it. So that was a great experience for us. Like I said, both on the validations of what we have, which is quite simple to use, and quite literally our technology is wear it and forget it, like that easy to use. And that was a good validation. We also identified some areas that we could do things better, which is going to be incorporated into the next iteration, which is actually just around the corner, end of October. So some of that is going to be integrated.
Awesome. Ryan, anything else that you want to mention about the importance of the user experience? And as you mentioned earlier, especially about the integration into the workflow of the user?
Absolutely, because if you think of it, a lot of our healthcare sort of organizations and our health systems are doing things that have been around for several years. Some of these existing clinical workflows are 10, 15, 20, 30 years old. And it's really hard to bring in new technology that is going to disrupt that workflow. If you break the flow and not have a real solution around that in terms of integration, then that technology is not going to work for them. So you have to be able to redesign the workflow with the user to say, how can I best fit my technology into your workflow with a bit of a modification so the outcome is there? Because otherwise you're going to break the flow, they're going to hate your technology, and they're going to shelf your technology, and you're not going to be, not going to see it used. So I think when you're designing those kind of digital technologies, that has to be on top of your mind. Where do you get the users to have the best experience possible, and also not breaking the change management of it? Like, you have to make that simple as well, because if the change management involves a lot of steps and iterations, then it's going to be discouraging for the administration as well, because now you're spending a lot of time changing things for potentially something that might or might not have a benefit. And this leads me to the other point, which is really about thinking about our clinical users. Why do they need our technology? It's not that they want to use technology just for the sake of it. They need to use your technology for better outcomes. They have a need for solving a problem, and we have a solution potentially for that problem. So otherwise, they don't really need your technology. So technology sometimes can be really cool, and people are going to love it, they're going to use it, and they're going to shelf it, because cool technology just only gets you so far. The other aspect of technology in the healthcare setting is that you have a meaningful, clinically meaningful technology, something that changes the outcome, whether it's a patient outcome, whether it's qualitative or quantitative outcomes, in terms of metrics that some of the other speakers talked about, saving resources, saving money, so things like that. And if you have that formula there, then that's a winning formula, and people are going to use your technology. Now imagine if you have a cool and clinically meaningful technology, and that's probably the best combination, and that's where you get the most of your technology out.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. I'm going to throw it back to Jerry, and thank you again for talking about the importance of the user experience.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, you and Jerry, for involving me.
Our pleasure, Ryan. Thank you so much, Kat, for moderating that interview with Ryan. And Ryan, thanks so much for coming on. I believe you'll be available at the breakout sessions afterwards in one of the digital health tech adoption rooms, I think, to carry on the conversation.
Yeah, my colleague is going to join us there. Unfortunately, I won't be fully available, but we'll have a representation from Telview.
Wonderful. Thank you. Awesome. Looking forward to it.